NMIXX Sullyoon tears a hater to shreds. We love to see it. But what about the winner of the Jungkook lookalike contest? Jennie's vocals under fire, twice helping the youth, and so much more on today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. So if you're interested, please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. But without further ado, let's get into today's K-pop news. NMIXX Sullyoon got a comment about her weight. So this was on a fan messaging app. So someone basically said, LOL, you've gained some weight lately, so your movements have gotten a bit slower. It probably won't work. And she responded, is it me or you? Is it me or you? But that's not it. She responded a bunch more. LOL, and also, I don't get hurt by words of people who can't even follow basic manners. Don't worry too much, haha. I just mentioned it so they would think about it one more time. I'm always grateful. So this is very likely a paid messaging app, right? So to go on a paid messaging app, to call someone fat, like what in the world? To say that they've gained weight and that their movements are slow, like that's absolutely wild. I love her for this because the most important thing that she said here, I don't get hurt by words of people who can't even follow basic manners. I mean, that's inspirational as hell because it makes so much sense. You're out here on some fan messaging app being rude. I mean, you're paying someone to be rude to them. You lack basic manners. Why should anyone feel hurt by what you have to say? You literally lack basic. Why should anyone feel hurt about what you think? Like, I actually took that advice for myself this morning and I don't feel hurt anymore. It's beautiful. They never have a profile picture. They never have a profile picture. They will never show themselves. They're always so quick to judge anyone else who has the guts to actually show themselves to the world and be like, you're this, you're that, you're this. Okay, well, show yourself then. But I, for one, super appreciated this response. I know some people are a little iffy when idols respond to hate comments. On one hand, you have people who love it. They're like, yes, give the haters what they deserve. And then on the other hand, people are like, well, no, you're just, feeding into negative attention and you should really ignore it. But I'm not going to lie, sometimes it feels really good to respond because, of course, you read a comment and it gets to you and you're like, well, I have the right to respond, but then it all goes through your head. You think about all of those options. Am I giving attention to someone who doesn't deserve attention? Am I sending a greater message to anyone else who might be seeing this message? There's so many things to think about, but let's see what some fans responded to this response. Love her and F that B. I don't know what some fans think they're doing. Why does anyone feel the need to comment on another's body, let alone saying that is to her face? Sullyoon is actually so iconic for this. I love how unapologetic she is for speaking up for herself. Sadly, she has many fans who don't understand boundaries or manners. She said it, I don't get hurt by people who don't have basic manners. Said by people who don't even follow basic manners. Exactly, don't let them silence you. And there we have it. So the reason why, I would have felt passionate about this story regardless, but I did start taking applications for moderators and I got this really disturbing moderation application, kind of like warning, we're going to look at something like hate. I just want to talk about it because as we're saying, people are so brave when they are anonymous, right? So this is an application that I received to be on my moderating team. And they're basically just saying that I'm fat and ugly, that I'm gonna unalive alone for mentioning the seraphim. I didn't want to bring attention to this, but like Sullyoon said, when you have no manners, how can I be mad? But for me, when you're so wrong about something, how can I be mad? When did I mention the seraphim in a bad way? First of all, 18 plus, they're literally 12. Exactly. Okay, like aside from from calling me fat and ugly, whatever, that's so revolutionary, isn't it? But the whole seraphim thing, that's the thing that bothers me. Because I hope the shade remarks you made about Les Seraphim brings you 2 times karma. Was I not defending Les Seraphim with my whole being from Coachella? I was fighting people about the Coachella thing, like people being like, no, the Coachella it was live, and I appreciated the fact that it was live. So I don't even know what they're going on about here. What do you mean? But my Coachella video was so opinion based. Like, I really appreciated that they were singing live. Like, they were singing so live. Do you know what I mean? And I was fighting people. I was fighting people about it because people were like, oh, but it wasn't good and we're allowed to criticize. Like, yeah, you're allowed to criticize, but I'm also allowed to like it. It's not a crime. Do you know what I mean? I actually follow this woman on TikTok and she gives such great advice. Basically, you know, if someone, it's mostly like someone catcalls you or someone says something inappropriate to you, she always says, bring the attention back to them. Ask them a question in response to what they're saying. Like, don't you think that's inappropriate? I actually really appreciate that Sullyoon brought the attention back to that person. Not necessarily in the form of a question like that TikTok lady says, but anyways, basically in the form of, you have no manners. Why should I care what you think? And I love that. I think that's great. So whenever you're faced with hate or you're faced with something that's inappropriate, I love the idea of bringing the attention back to that person, because that person is trying to put the attention on you, but they're the one doing something inappropriate. Our next story is actually Jennie, who recently performed her song with Zico, or Zico's song with her, whatever you want to say. And she's receiving backlash for her vocals. So let's see part of the performance. Let's see what people are saying about this. Hopefully that doesn't get us a copyright claim, but you can see her like messing around with the, what do you call it? The thing on her. She's messing around with the stuff. She's taking it out of her ear. And some people were not too happy with this performance. I've seen a lot of backlash towards this performance about her vocals. Her mic pack, yeah. You see her messing with her mic pack and everything. So yeah, there was a lot of backlash towards this. So we won't read all of the hate comments or anything like that, but like I mentioned, I did see a lot of backlash towards her vocals. Here are some fans defending her. She was obviously having problems with her earpiece since it dropped mid-performance. It's easy to go off key when you can hear the music, especially while belting. Give the poor girl a break. Haters, here's the full performance. Keep watching her. We obviously can't watch the full performance, but she's struggling with the earpiece and she probably doesn't hear herself because earpiece is not blocking crowds, but she serves regardless. Jennie is a great professional. Let's watch it on mute, actually. Great idea. No, that sounded so shady. I don't want to get a copyright claim. That's all I meant by that, okay? Because I could have sworn there was a video where she's like dangling her earpiece. So yeah, there's people saying that she just couldn't hear herself, so that's why. Quote retweet breaks for all Jennie's secret fans. This fan cam has the clearest Jennie's vocal and captured her wardrobe malfunction. In-ear monitor fell off during spot live performances, but she still slayed What a Diva. Let's see. Of course, we have to mute it. She's holding her mic pack, you can see. Yeah, I believe we just saw that, right? And then she just took her in-ear out. Artists who sing live can always be out of key if their earpiece monitor fall down. Before the tech problem, Jennie was doing amazing, sounding like the studio version. So of course, let me know what you think of this situation. So bringing it back to Le Sserafim, right? I mentioned this while I was defending Le Sserafim for their Coachella performance. The minute someone is like actually singing live, of course it opens them up to so much criticism. But in comparison to having someone completely lip syncing, do you know what I mean? There's less criticism, I would say, for lip syncing because a lot of people are fooled into thinking that it's real. They're like, oh my God, stable, they sound like the CD, all that jazz. Just to say that, like, I would much prefer a quote unquote bad performance where someone's actually singing live, because then we can actually get an idea of what we actually think of the performance in comparison to performances that are just straight up lip syncing. Like, what can you really get from that? Do you know what I mean? Just wanted to bring it back to that. Of course, it does open you up to criticism, and I'm not denying that. And of course, nobody is exempt from criticism, but I'd rather be able to even criticize something to begin with. Because if you're lip syncing, you can't really, there's not really anything to go off of. So I will always, always, always appreciate a live performance, no matter what. If it's good, if it's bad, I will always appreciate the fact that it's live, because a lot of performances just aren't live anymore. And that's just the style. It is what it is. But I will always appreciate and stand up for live performances. We stan live performances in this house, okay? K-pop always aimed for perfection, but it wasn't always perfect. There were so many performances in second gen where there were voice cracks, where it was bad. Like, it was just bad because they were singing and dancing, and maybe they just weren't that good, but at least it was authentic. If anything, you can always appreciate the authenticity, but in the lip sync stage, you just can't. And that's my opinion. I actually saw a Reddit post about that, how idols aren't warming up their vocals, and maybe they don't know how, maybe they don't know that they should be doing that. Wicked just came out, right? I actually keep seeing videos of the current Alphaba on Broadway. I guess it's in New York, I don't know the most about it, but she shows her whole entire journey about prepping for her position as Alphaba on Broadway. From the minute she wakes up, she's prepping her voice. She has a nebulizer. She's steaming her voice. She's doing those weird vocalizations to prep to sing for like 2 hours. She's doing so much preparation. I wouldn't have thought that there's so much prep that goes into training your vocals or to preparing your vocals. I thought that was really interesting, actually. Some people take this I don't want to say so seriously, like no one else takes it seriously, but I really didn't think about all the preparation that it would take to really make sure your voice is in top shape. Let's talk about the Jungkook lookalike competition. Ever since the Timothée Chalamet lookalike competition, there have been lookalike competitions popping up left, right, and center. There was, I keep wanting to say Timothy Allen White. That's not his name. Anyways, who was the other one? There was a Mark lookalike competition that was initially a joke, but might end up being real. We might cover that in the future. But the Jungkook one happened, and so many people showed up claiming to look like Jungkook. So let's see. Oh, I don't have my earphones on. I can't hear what you're hearing. Jeremy Allen White. Timothée Chalamet. So, needless to say, a lot of people showed up. And these are the winners of the Jungkook lookalike competition. Now, it seems that the winners are a little controversial. Some people think, oh, they literally look like Jungkook, and others are like, what? What were you thinking picking these winners? So let's look a little closer, okay? Here are the winners, okay? So first off, let me know what you think. The one in the middle won first place, the one on the left won second, and the one on the right won third. What do you think? Do you see the vision? Is this maybe a bit of a stretch? What do you think about it? I think there are some people who feel so passionate about this, like, oh my God, that does not look like none of them look like Jungkook, right? And then other people are kind of like, it's just a fun competition. It really doesn't need to be that serious. Here's another picture of him, winner of the Jungkook lookalike competition. And it kind of almost also seems like just like a fun cosplay thing, right? Like when it was Jeremy Allen White, there are a lot of people dressed as chefs, like his character in The Bear. For Timothée Chalamet, there were people dressed like Willy Wonka. A lot of people could just say it's like a fun community thing to participate in, and it's not that serious. So before the competition, it seems that he got the tattoo, like obviously just through Sharpie, he put the tattoos on. Here's the thing, even for the Timothée Chalamet lookalike contest, the winner did not look like Timothée Chalamet. And there were a ton of people who like really looked like Timothée Chalamet at that contest. So I don't know. But I'm sure there are plenty of people who are like, that does not look like him, and who are very passionate about it. In fact, let's see some responses to the winner. He does look like Jungkook. He was literally Jungkook. I thought he was Jungkook from the thumbnail. That might actually be Jungkook surprised. Oh, he will win. And then people saying, and if I said he only won because his sis an influencer, because none of these contestants look like JK. The way they made this man really think he looks like Jungkook for years, and now he won the competition for it. It's so over. So again, some people feel real passionate about this, and others are just like, it's just fun. It's just for fun. But what do you think? Speaking of those lookalike contests, however, I've been seeing on Twitter people popping up looking like other idols. It's been a trend like, oh, this person would win the so-and-so lookalike contest, or that person would win the such and such lookalike contest. So let me show you some, okay? Because there's somebody who looks like there's somebody who looks like Haechan, and they've been kind of going viral on Twitter for this. Oh, back to the Jungkook lookalike contest, I came across this. It says, Hirai Saya did not attend today's Jungkook lookalike contest. When it was announced that there'd be a Jungkook lookalike contest, everybody kept bringing her up. This girl This girl is just going viral because she looks like from ATEEZ. Do you see this? What is going on in this video, first of all? Does anyone know? What? Oh, is she doing math? Lookalike contest participants? I thought this was interesting. And that girl's in the corner here. And then this Haechan lookalike that I've been seeing all over Twitter as well. I guess I don't personally super know what Haechan looks like, but maybe I kind of see it. I don't know. So let's talk about Twice, because it seems that Twice have helped a poor little girl who was lost at the airport find her family. This sounds like it's out of a fairy tale, out of a movie. I don't know. Twice comes to the rescue. So they were recently in Los Angeles, and this was for their Amazon Music Live. They were at LAX, the Los Angeles airport, and they found a lost girl who was looking for their family, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. Of course, I don't think Twice hasn't come out and was like, hey, we helped this girl find her family or anything, but there's these pictures going around. Look at this. Twice helped a lost girl at LAX today to find her family. I mean, that's literally the story. That's literally all we have about this story. Just people saying that Twice helped a little girl find her family at the LAX airport, the Los Angeles airport. Okay, fair. But apparently this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Look, there was another instance. From Sana and Momo playing with someone's daughter and the father wanting to thank them, to Twice today helping a lost girl find her family at the airport. These girls are angels. So this person went on Reddit after and talked about this. Let's just open this tweet. I just want to tell her, thank you for being so nice to my daughter. Can you help me and tell me who she is? And it's just a picture of Momo with a kid. Is this real? But this is what the person wrote on Reddit, apparently. It is crazy how big this got. I would have never known who they were if their manager wouldn't have told me. I was at the Incheon airport in the kids zone. Before that, we were just walking when we noticed all the cameras and realized we were walking with them. Then my daughter gave Sana the finger heart sign, and it just progressed from there. Next thing I know, we were in the kids zone with Momo and Sana and their manager. Great experience and great pics to share with her when she is old enough. So Twice to the rescue. Oh my God. Just speaking of Momo, did you guys ever realize that my profile picture on my second channel is actually Momo holding Kevin? This is my profile picture on my second channel. Oh my God, I love this picture so much. On to some plagiarism accusations. We love a good plagiarism accusation, don't we? And this time it is Hybe again. Boys Next Door accused of copying Triple S. Yet another thing Hybe copied going viral overseas. So here is Triple S's music video, and we see, rule number 1, don't cry, be rich. Rule number 2, read more. Rule number 3, no money, no future. Rule number 4, dance when you feel ugly. Number 5, dream big. Number 6, eat healthy. Number 7, see differently. Number 8, try new food. Number 9, don't be scared to be crazy. Number 10, just be you. I remember watching this music video. But then this is Boy Next Door's music video, How to Be a Nice Guy. Number 1, don't lose confidence. Let your soul sing for her. Mind your manners. Number 3, always be a sweetie. So what do you think of these similarities? Some people are saying it's too similar, like even down to the font. But let me know what you think, and we'll read some comments. Overlapping edits. Here's a side-by-side, How to Be a Nice Guy, Mad Money Club. The fonts are already similar, but even the heart at the end too. The heart at the end too. Where's the heart at the end too? I'm not sure what the heart at the end too is, but anyways. Originally, the Triple S song was about a story by a woman for women, but they changed it for a man with heterosexual love. It seems to be becoming more of a hot topic overseas. Moreover, this is especially controversial coming from a group of Hybe because Hybe has a history of criticizing Triple S in the revealed documents. Islet already plagiarized Triple S. Oh, so people are bringing up an instance where Islet may have potentially copied Triple S as well. So Triple S here, 10 rules of Mad Money Club. We just read all of that. And then Islet, Sarangni Club rules. Only girls with Sarangnis can join the club. Stuff like that. Do you consider that plagiarism, or is it just like a regular outline rules? G-Idol did that in their Queen Card music video, didn't they? Like how to be whatever. Do you guys remember? So then Triple S again. Triple S with the book. And the book with Islet. And here again. So let's read some comments. No, it is way too identical. They're literally the male versions of Triple S. They must have been heavily impressed by Mad Money Love. But isn't it even weirder that some people are claiming this isn't similar? Wow, why are they copying Triple S so much? Because it's so well made? But in the end, aren't both Triple S and Islet referencing high Queen US drama vibes? Oh, this big agency is annoying me so much. They're trying to plagiarize every group they sworn at in internal documents. What's up with adding a heart at the end of the font? This is so forced. Isn't this such a common concept? And someone wasn't happy with them saying that. I'll ask you, do you think this is just a common concept, like outlining rules on how to whatever, even down to having a book on it? Let me know what you think. Okay, so I did just want to take a minute to talk about the Madein situation really quick. So just a bit of a warning that we will be making mentions of SA, but we won't be going into the details. So this case in particular was brought to light by Scandal Supervisor. And though nobody was mentioned by name, it seems fans were able to put two and two together. But it was initially reported as an unidentified girl group member who seemingly showed proof that she was SA'd by her CEO. So from there, the company has of course denied that any of this has happened. And this is what they said in their statement. We're making an official statement regarding the issue that was reported on JTBC's crime chief yesterday. First, there was no harassment or other sexual contact stemming from abuse of power between the CEO and the member that was mentioned on the broadcast, and we're letting you know that the report is not true. Additionally, we would like to inform you that regarding the hotel-related content involving the member in question, their other acquaintances were also all there together at the same time. The content reported on the program was based on reported false statements made by other people, not by the member in question. We are clearly informing you once again that these claims are unfounded. We apologize deeply for suddenly giving you cause for concern through this unsavory matter. So they're saying it's not the member herself making any of these claims, but people close to the member making these claims. But if we look back to the episode, it does seem to have, a first person testimony. I told him it was my wish to leave the group after the round of activities we were doing. He asked that if he granted my wish, would I also grant his wish? He wanted me to be his one-day girlfriend. And then the rest of the testimony really focuses on the SA, which I'm not going to read out loud, but of course it's absolutely disgusting. It seems that a lawyer for the agency had initially said that it was her idea actually to be the one-day girlfriend. Then we even have the parents chiming in, basically acknowledging and pointing out the abuse of power within all of this. If they don't follow your orders, they're put at extreme disadvantages. From our point of view, this isn't a punishment, this is torture for our children. You realize that she is still a minor, right? It seems there's also threats about this coming to light, this whole issue coming to light, how the members would have to pay if the company took a hit, with an informant telling the show. He said, if this becomes public and the company closes or gets damages, do you know how much you have to pay in reparation? Do you want to continue with the group or not? Answer with an X or an O. Imagine how scared the members were that they answered with a triangle. So like I mentioned, Madein was never mentioned. No member was ever mentioned in this whole coverage from the show specifically, but it seems that they showed this blurry clip and fans were able to find out that it was Madein. And the reason people believe that it was member Khan is because she actually deleted all of her posts on Instagram and unfollowed the company CEO, with the company even announcing on November 11th that she would be going on hiatus. So though again, it's not confirmed who this is about, people have their speculations. People are disgusted by this whole entire thing. Fans have even started boycotting the group, boycotting the company. It seems that the company has even closed their comment section in response to all of this. Again, like I mentioned, they themselves are denying that anything of the sort has happened. I usually live stream my content and then edit it into a more compact video. I felt it would be wrong to just live stream this story. It felt a little unserious, with people talking about different things in the comments. I did film this separately, so I apologize for the really upbeat nature of the outro you're about to see. But again, this is all the information that we have as of now, and we'll continue to keep our eye on the story. That is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel. Huge shout out to All Elite Memes, AEM, and Juwonpak for gifting all these memberships. Oh my god. So again, thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.